Today a reader, tomorrow a leader. SSET Englishtown.
Hello! Hi everyone! So today we are going to start our new book in reading, which is Grasshopper on the Road. So get ready, I will read for you the first chapter. And if you want, you can, as I read, you can go in your book and highlight the new vocabulary words in the book. In my book, they are underlined. So this will help you study them later as I read, okay? Great. Let us begin. So open the book to the very first page, page number 6, and we will start. Grasshopper wanted to go on a journey. I will find a road, he said. I will follow that road wherever it goes. One morning, Grasshopper found a road. It was long and dusty. It went up hills and down into valleys. This road looks fine to me, said Grasshopper. I am on my way. Okay. Next page, first story, The Club. Grasshopper walked quickly along the road. He saw a sign on the side of a tree. The sign said, "Morning is best." Soon, Grasshopper saw another sign. It said, "3 cheers for morning." Grasshopper saw a group of beetles. They were singing and dancing. They were carrying more signs. "Good morning," said Grasshopper. "Yes," said one of the beetles. "It is a good morning. Every morning is a good morning." The beetle carried a sign. It said, "Make 9 morning." "This is a meeting of the We Love Morning Club," said the beetle. "Every day we get together to celebrate another bright, fresh morning." "Grasshopper, do you love morning?" asked the beetle. "Oh yes," said Grasshopper. "Hooray!" shouted all the beetles. "Grasshopper loves morning." "I knew it," said the beetle. "I could tell by your kind face. You are a morning lover." Next page. The beetles made Grasshopper a wreath of flowers. They gave him a sign that said, "Morning is tops." "Now," they said, "Grasshopper is in our club." "When does the clover sparkle with dew?" asked the beetle. "In the morning," cried all the other beetles. "When is the sunshine yellow and new?" asked the beetle. "In the morning," cried all the other beetles. They turned somersaults and stood on their heads. They danced and sang. MORNING spells morning. Next page. "I love afternoon too," said Grasshopper. The beetles stopped singing and dancing. "What did you say?" they asked. "I said that I loved afternoon," said Grasshopper. All the beetles were quiet. "A night is very nice," said Grasshopper. "Stupid," said a beetle. He grabbed the wreath of flowers. "Dummy," said another beetle. He snatched the sign from Grasshopper. "Anyone who loves afternoon and night can never, never be in our club," said a third beetle. Last page. "Up with morning," shouted all the beetles. They waved their signs and marched away. Grasshopper was alone. He saw the yellow sunshine. He saw the dew sparkling on the clover, and he went down the road. Finished. Okay, so that was the first chapter of Grasshopper on the Road. I think this is a very good book, so I am excited to teach it in class. Okay, so now that we've finished with that, let's take out our reading workbook, and we are going to go to page 42 in the reading workbook. 42. We are going to start talking about this first chapter of Grasshopper on the Road. So take out your books and go to 42. Okay, so now that we are here, the first question on this page is, what did Grasshopper have to find for his journey? So let's take our books. Let's look at the very first page before Grasshopper starts his journey. Grasshopper wanted to go on a journey. What did he need to find? What did he have to find for his journey? Here we can see he says, I will find a road. So we know he needed to find a road. So write in your books, he needed to find a road. Okay, can you see that? Okay, a little bit. Okay, next question. What will Grasshopper do when he finds it? What will he do when he finds the road? So let's look. Again, page 6 in our books. Let's look. I will find a road, he said. Then, what does he say next? I will follow that road wherever it goes. So, when he finds the road, he is going to follow the road. He will follow the road wherever it goes. So write in your books, write in your books, he will follow the road. Okay, next, number 3. What did the sign on the side of the tree say? So now we need to go to the next story, the club, in the next page. On this page, Grasshopper finds a sign. He saw a sign on the side of the tree. What does the sign say? Think a little bit to yourself. So the sign said on the side of the tree, morning is best. So write in your books, it said, morning is best. Okay. Now, question number 4. Whom did Grasshopper see? So who did Grasshopper see? If you look in your book on the next page, who does Grasshopper see? Okay, so on this page we see Grasshopper saw a group of beetles. So we can write in your book, he saw beetles. The next question, also number 4, is what were the beetles doing? What were they doing? On this page, we can see the answer. They were singing and dancing. So let's write in our books. They were singing and dancing. Okay, now number 5. What was the name of the club? So on this page, we see the beetle says they are part of a club. What is the name of the club? Look in the book on this page. See if you can find it. Okay, so the name of the club, this beetle says here, this is a meeting of the We Love Morning Club. So we know it is the We Love Morning Club. Ooh. We Love Morning Club. Ooh. I'm going to try with big letters. We Okay, it is the We Love Morning Club. So next question, can you still see? Okay, good. Number 6. What did the beetles make and give to Grasshopper? So let's look. Here, all the beetles are very happy because Grasshopper loves morning. So then we will go to the next page. Here on this page, what did the beetles make and give Grasshopper? We can see in the picture too. The beetles made Grasshopper a wreath of flowers and they gave him a sign that said, morning is tops. So you do not need to write all of that. You can write, they made a wreath of flowers and gave him a sign. The sign said, morning is tops. Okay, so I'm going to erase this. 1 second. Okay, question number 7. What did Grasshopper say that made the beetles stop singing and dancing? What does Grasshopper say that makes the beetles stop singing and dancing? On this page, we see the answer. All the beetles are angry with Grasshopper. Why are they angry? At the beginning of the page, we see Grasshopper says, I love afternoon too. Then the beetles stopped singing and dancing. So, Grasshopper said, I love afternoon too. Okay. And all of the beetles stopped singing and dancing. Okay, so write this in your book. Grasshopper said, I love afternoon too. Sorry, it is a little bit small. Okay. Number 8. Why wouldn't they let Grasshopper in the club? So, why don't the beetles want Grasshopper in their club? Here on this page, one beetle says, anyone who loves afternoon and night can never be in our club. So the beetles think because Grasshopper loves afternoon and night, he can't be in the morning club. They want people who love only morning, not morning and morning and night, not morning and afternoon. They want people who only like morning. So they say, he can't be in their club because he likes afternoon and night too. Okay, finished. Please write that in your book. Okay, so when you finish writing, let's go to the next page. Page 43. Okay, so now on page 43 of our book, we are going to summarize and paraphrase Grasshopper on the Road. First story, the club. Okay, so when we summarize and paraphrase, we are going to write about the story, but we are not going to use the same words as the story. Just the same like you do in your book reports. You write about the book report book, but you do not use the same words. You use different words, words from your brain. The book ideas, but your words. Okay, so For this part, I want you to write, same as in book reports, 6 sentences about the story in the story, The Club, the first story. So you want 2 sentences beginning, 2 sentences middle, and 2 sentences end. Just the same as in your book reports. I will help you with the beginning part, and then I want you to do middle and end by yourselves, okay? So start the beginning, we can write first. Okay, so what happens first in this story, The Club? So the first thing we see is Grasshopper sees the sign and he sees the beetles. And he learns about the Beatles Club. So what we can write is first, Grasshopper saw a group of Beatles singing and dancing. The Beatles, we can see the beetle in the picture, are carrying signs. They were carrying, don't forget to use past tense, they were carrying signs said things like morning is best. They were the We Love Morning Club. Okay, so all together, Grasshopper saw a group of beetles singing and dancing. They were carrying signs that said things like, morning is best. They were the We Love Morning Club. So write this in your book. Okay, so when you finish writing, I want you to, by yourself, I'm going to erase. Okay, so I want you to, by yourself, do the middle and the end of the book. So you can start the middle, like we do in book reports, with next, and the end with last. And I want you to write 2 or more sentences. Two or more sentences about what middle of the book and end of the book. So what happens in the middle? Grasshopper joins the We Love Morning Club. The Beatles give him a sign. They give him a wreath of flowers. Everyone is happy. Everyone is singing and dancing. In the end, the Beatles are angry with Grasshopper. Tell me why they are angry. What happens after they are angry? What does Grasshopper do in the very last page of the story? Okay, so please take the next couple minutes, pause the video, and finish writing on page 43. Okay, so when you finish writing, now I will tell you your homework for this class today. So, homework. This is from Monday's class, so 316. Read pages in Grasshopper 6 to 24 3 times. All 3 times with sitting. And do reading workbook, Reading workbook, page 44. And study vocab for pages 6 to 24 for a quiz. Okay? So, your homework is going to read pages 6 to 24. That's chapter The Club and a sweeper. The Club and a New House. So read A Club and a New House. And then finish page 44 in the book, which is this. You write one sentence, the definition of the vocab word, and one sentence that is where the vocab word is in the book. And then study vocab from pages 6 to 24. You have to study a lot of vocab. So sorry about that. But all of this stage, all the way here until last word, never mind. Okay? Thank you, and I will see you soon.
Today a reader, tomorrow a leader. SSET Englishtown.